Thank you for allowing time to hear about some of the research we've conducted over the last 3 years on parental alienation, the unscrupulous origins of this invented condition, and how Montana has earned the undesirable reputation as a national hotspot for this nefarious activity that has been described by investigators as designer human trafficking. Our concerns center around parental alienation syndrome, a fabricated pediatric mental illness used by a highly controversial big money company from California called Family Bridges. Family Bridges was born out of a relationship between a pedophilia-friendly doctor named Richard Gardner and Synanon, a California-based cult that provided drug treatment in the form of attack therapy and threat therapy. Richard Gardner promoted incestuous relationships between fathers and their children. And when the mother would report this child abuse to the court, Dr. Gardner would report to the judge that it was not abuse, but a mother alienating the child from their father. The Synanon cult was eventually shut down by authorities when several members were convicted of criminal activity, including attempted murder. A few years later, several members of the cult reorganized themselves as a youth treatment program and transport company that marketed themselves to family court. Eventually, a man named Richard Warshak would develop a business model of combining the cult members' idea of a treatment program with Gardner's fabricated idea of alienation. The result was called Family Bridges, a radical, wildly profitable solution for judges dealing with high-conflict custody cases. All Family Bridges had to do was target states with poorly worded legislation that would allow them to slip in and operate a child trafficking business through family court. Montana was at the top of their list. Based on court records and other publicly sourced intelligence, approximately 20 years ago, the concept of parental alienation and Family Bridges infiltrated Montana through Gallatin County. Records indicate that Family Bridges promoted several training events to mental health professionals and attorneys in the area. They targeted and carefully trained unscrupulous professionals on how to market themselves to family court as neutral guardian ad litems. They were taught to develop a relationship with the standing master and begin funneling children into Family Bridges reunification camps, where children are forcibly transported across state lines, or the homeschool version where children endure their drip therapy technique. Studies show that both programs cause long-lasting psychological harm to children. We have now learned there are a number of copycat programs essentially franchised across Montana. We respectfully ask your consideration on 3 points. Parental alienation be eliminated as an excuse to remove any child from a parent with whom they have a healthy attachment. Number 2, modifications be made to Montana statutes pertaining to court-appointed people like guardian ad litems that would prevent private companies from perverting family court. And lastly, all cases involving the removal of a child based on parental alienation be reversed and legitimate guardians be brought in to remedy the troubled family situation. Thank you.